While in Splatoon 2 we could only change the 3 sub-abilities on our gear, in Splatoon 3 we're finally able to also change the main ability. It's not cheap to do so, but it's still awesome that we can customize any gear sets with the exact abilities we want. To do this you need to find the vendor Murch, who stands to the right of the lobby entrance in the town square. Once you find him, he will allow you to boost the star power of your gear using Super Sea Snails, which are obtained during Splatfests and are also rewarded for each player level after you unlock all weapons at level 30. However, since Super Sea Snails are very rare in the early game, one of the easiest ways to increase the star power of your gear is to check for duplicates in the shops. When you find one that you already own, you'll be given the option to increase its star power. It will cost 10k cash for the first upgrade to unlock a second ability slot, then it jumps to 30k for the second upgrade to a third slot. Then if you want to increase the star power further and increase the amount of experience you earn to unlock abilities, it will cost 50k to upgrade to a 3-star piece of gear, 100k to upgrade to a 4-star piece of gear, and a whopping 200k to upgrade to a 5-star piece of gear. There's an element of luck involved as you have to find the same piece of gear in the shops, but this is still one of the most accessible ways to increase star power when you're short on Super Sea Snails. However, the most important thing is to unlock all 3 ability slots at 2 stars. But is it worth spending a further 350,000 to upgrade your gear from 2 to 5 stars? No, not really. It's more for bragging rights and is definitely not going to affect your gameplay. The experience you get at 5 stars is only 10% more than the experience you receive with a 2-star piece of gear. Once you've got 3 ability slots on your gear, you earn abilities by playing the game, and once you've unlocked all 3 sub-abilities, you'll continue to unlock additional ability chunks that get placed into your inventory each time you level up that piece of gear. With Murch, you can also add abilities to your gear using your ability chunks. Adding sub-abilities will cost 10 chunks per ability, unless you're going for pure gear, in which case adding a second duplicate of the same ability will cost 20 chunks, and a third of the same ability will cost 30 chunks. Then adding any main ability will cost 45 chunks. One thing to note when selecting your gear is that each brand is more likely to unlock a certain ability as you level up their gear, while also having an ability that they are less likely to unlock. So it's worth checking whether the brands you're equipping are likely to unlock the abilities you want. You can also speak to the staff vendor inside the lobby who will sell you drinks that increase the likelihood of the gear you're leveling having a certain ability. However, these drinks do not stack with the gear's brand ability affinity. So for example, if you were to level an Embers branded piece of gear that increases the likelihood of you getting the Intensify Action ability, you would not further increase your chances of getting that ability by also using the Intensify Action drink. When you re-roll your slots with Murch, you're given completely new abilities, while the old ability chunks are placed into your inventory. But this is a huge waste of Super Sea Snails and should only be used once you've used them to upgrade all of your gear with the boost star power option from Murch. Scrubbing your slots with Murch costs 20k each time and adds the scrubbed chunks to your inventory, which is an expensive way of farming ability chunks, and is also very time consuming as you have to re-level your gear each time. By far the fastest way of farming ability chunks is by playing Salmon Run. Each month, a single piece of Grizzco gear will be rewarded repeatedly as you level up in Salmon Run. Each time you receive a duplicate, you're given the option to replace the current one you have or swap for chunks, where the ability chunks from the item will be placed into your inventory. So even if your main goal in Splatoon is to play Turf War and Anarchy battles, you may want to consider putting some time into Salmon Run in order to farm those ability chunks. And now you know everything you need to know about upgrading your gear in Splatoon 3. I hope this helps. Thanks for watching guys, and we'll catch you in the next one.